Action.
Okay. The control pad for any in command. Now, as you can see, a lot of empty spaces, right? Because there's a lot of other things that can be hooked on here. This one has HVAC, so heating and cooling, lights. Now, when the lights on this system usually controls very few of them. The main ones they put on here would be the awning. But there's a couple in here that I can turn on, turn off. One thing that makes the one control one that's a little different, they actually have a master light switch in all of those, so you can turn every light in the camper on with one touch button on the one control. And you can shut them all off that way too. We go back. Slide room, so same deal. It's going to give you your options on slides, in, out. Gives you the awning here too, so it's just go back out. Settings. Really the only thing the setting is useful for to a customer or to any of us is if you want to log into this thing with Bluetooth. It's pretty easy to do actually, and it gives you a follow. So when you download the app, which would be In Command Lite, it gives you step-by-step instructions on how exactly to download this app so you can use it. Then you could control, it's basically the same exact screen is going to come up on your phone after you do this. So you would be able to run absolutely everything in the camper. One thing you want to make sure you tell people is they should never, ever mess around with the floor plan option on one of these. If you change the floor plan option on it, it's not going to run the stuff in the camper because it no longer recognizes it because they have preloaded floor plans. If you put in a floor plan that isn't the camper, it's not going to be able to run the stuff because it's going to be looking for 5 slides and only has 3. And it's just not going to work. So don't ever tell anybody to mess with the floor plan. If it comes up, they leave it be, because then you have to get a flash drive and put it into it to be able to put the right floor plan back into it. If there's ever anything that needs to be changed out or upgraded on it, same thing. You can actually go to their website. You can get an empty flash drive, download any new information, hook it in, and it'll take care of it. It'll download and reset itself and put everything back in that needs to be done. Things that will throw an In Command or one control out of whack. Low voltage, just like anything else. If it drops below so many volts, this thing ain't going to work properly. It's going to start giving you problems. Temperature. If it's very cold, it won't even really much sense your finger that well. Does work very well for what it is, just like anything else. Any electronic component can have, a few minor problems here or there, but on the whole, the In Command system is pretty reliable. Their call center is excellent, so if anybody ever has an issue and there's no technician or whatever around, you can call right to In Command and they can walk you through it all on the phone. Same thing with One Control. They have very good technicians online as well. So they're basically the hub that controls the whole camper when you see the In Command. There is a way you can go into it and change the passcode too. They all come preset from the factory with 0000 or 1234. The guests can go in there and change the passcode if they want to. All they got to do is go into the settings, go to passcode, and change it. And then they can have their own private passcode.
You can change that on the phone too, can't they?
Yeah. Well, you'd have to be in the app. Once you download the app. Yeah, you could change it anywhere you want as long as you're linked into the hub. But you'd have to be near the camper for it to work. Otherwise, it wouldn't take here.